Alright guys, today is Thursday, April the 10th. It's time for that long-awaited Jeep update. Let me explain to you what happened and why I was thinking about selling it. Let's go. Well, as you can tell, I still have it. Let me explain what's going on. Really haven't done anything to it since the last Jeep video, but got a lot of parts to put on it, but just haven't done it. It's mainly because what lives under here. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Alright guys, here's what happened. Right after I was bragging about this engine and shooting for 500,000 miles on it, about, I think it was in the 34 miles, something like that, after it hit 300,000 miles, I was driving down the road and it started doing that weird shifting again, and the weird, it's hard to describe. The thing that was different this time was like the engine light popped on, and then it just started kind of, every time I'd shift around second gear, it would just kind of, felt like the engine would die and come on, and engine die and come on again. So I was like, oh man. Well, I took it up to the old buddies at Goodyear, and they looked it over, and what they found out was that 2 of the 6 cylinders were low in compression. I think around 30. But they really couldn't find what was causing the engine code. So at the time I was thinking, well, I might as well move it out while I can still get a little something for it. I was going to take an ass whooping on it, trust me, on this one. But I really didn't want to sell it. But I thought, dang, if I gotta go ahead and put the new motor in this one, and by that time I'd already had my Corvette. I was like, I still got the other Corvette to finish, still got the Gold Wing over there. Well, I decided best to sell it. When I put it online, I had tons of people wanting it, even with and I admitted that, you know, it even having the low compression couple cylinders. But these TJs are kind of hard to come by when they're all real clean like this one. Doesn't have any rust. Does have that chrome bumper. Yuck. It's still got to go. So anyhow, I pulled it down because I was like, man, I'm not sure I want to sell this yet. And I don't think what they're talking about being the problem is the problem, because the motor's got tons of power and torque. I mean, if it's down 2 cylinders, it's running great. But then I come across, because I kept thinking maybe this computer here had gone bad, and the way I understand it, these go out pretty regular on these. So I started doing a little research, and I came across this, I think it was a post. I'll pop it up on the screen here so you can read it. You may have to pause it. The main part you're looking at is the highlighted part. That's exactly what this Jeep was doing. And I was like, man, I wonder if that's what it is. Maybe it's just the computer going out. Well, I checked into the computers, and you can get them from $200 to $600. I found a reputable company that has this one for, I think I paid $320 for it. So anyhow, I've got a new computer coming, and that's probably going to make the decision if I keep or sell it. If I can get that stutter out of it, which I really do believe, because everything that's highlighted on that little thing I just showed you, that's exactly what it's doing right now. So I think the computer is going bad. But anyhow, I did want to update y'all, because people ask me about the Jeep all the time. And I did order a little part. Let's see. First time it wasn't shifting right, I tied this up because the little black plastic thing that holds it into here was broken. And so I went ahead and ordered a new one of those. That should be in here any time now, I would think. Probably next week. Hopefully along with the computer. I did decide, because my dog hates riding in here, that I'm going to put a rear seat. But that causes a whole new problem. And that is, I can't remember what color seats these were. Bestop makes two what I call black seats. And I don't remember if this is the denim or the black crush. So I'm going to see if I can find where I ordered it. I think I ordered it through Bestop. I know these are Bestop seats, but I may have ordered it through someone else. I'm going to see if I can find who I ordered it from. And I'll find out what color. And then get a rear seat if I decide to keep it. You know, where I dyed the dash, man, it's staying great. I've been dying to try to do this. I even bought a plastic rivet gun, or a plastic welder. I'm gonna see if I can weld that crack shut before I repaint these. That's why I haven't painted them already. This is just a normal weak spot in all these. Almost every one I've ever looked at, both sides are cracked like that. If I keep it, I think I'm gonna go up pretty good sized tires, either 35s or 36s. But I'm telling you, the motor feels good. And if I could go another, 6-7 months with this motor, then I don't mind replacing it. Or just rebuild it, I'm not sure. But I just wanted to let y'all know that the Jeep is still here. And I'll be very sad if I have to sell it. But like I said, if it's got to go, it's got to go. Oh, let me explain one other thing. It's gonna be a short video, by the way, but these mirrors, total crap. I'll show, there's a video out there somewhere where I bought them and put them on here, and they're useless. There's no way to tighten them. And I mean, 1 minute down the road, they're like this. They just will not stay in position. You'll see there's a little, that's actually just to hold it on. Somewhere on here, there is one little Allen wrench that you can tighten it. But I have tried and tried and tried, and I cannot get it tighter. And both of them, they look great. But that's about it. They are pieces of junk. So I'm giving them the big thumbs down. Terrible mirrors. You get what you paid for. I think I paid $30 for them or something like that. The motor still looks real clean in here. So I'm anxious to get at it. Still got the gold wing. I don't know if I remember telling you, but a while back, I think I actually put a video out on it. It started making a squealing noise. This was about a year ago. Every time the motor would get hot, and I was like, man, what is that? Everything I researched said it was an alternator. So I changed out the alternator on here. And let me tell you, that's a job. That is not something that I would suggest anybody do. I would pay to have it done. But I got it on there. Everything worked fine. But sure enough, when I cranked it a few weeks ago, it's still squealing. So I was like, man, what am I going to do? So I took it down here to the Honda shop here, and come to find out, I thought maybe it was the fans on the radiators, because it was about the time those should be clicking on when it started making this squealing noise. So I checked with the Honda place here, and come to find out it was a water pump. It was still working fine, but I'm glad I didn't go anywhere on it, because they said they usually go out once they get to that squealing. So I had them change it out, and as far as I know, everything works on here. The reason I say that is because today it's fixing to get a bath. There's my famous dogs, and I will get this up for sale tomorrow. The good news is, on Facebook Marketplace, as far as the 2003 goes, I've got the nicest one. The lowest mileage, which I can't even remember the mileage now. I think it's like 34,000. And then most of them on Facebook are in the 70s or 80s on a 2003 model. So it's good to have the lowest mileage one on here. And this thing's dent free. I mean, I don't think it's ever been laid down anywhere. It's in really good shape. So with that, it is definitely going to go. And that does leave the fate of this Corvette. I mentioned on the last video that we're going to get it running. And that's coming very shortly. I hope as soon as I get more room in here and get that Harley out of here. Or not that Harley, but Go Away. The Harley. I'm struggling with this one too, guys. I have not been riding. I mentioned that in the last video. But the weather's beautiful now, so I'm gonna try this week to get this out some and start riding again and see what see how I feel about it. There's nothing wrong with this bike. It's a fine machine. I just, for some reason, I've kind of lost interest. I'm a guy that used to daily ride. But now, just, I don't know. Just haven't been doing much of it. But it's a beautiful bike. And I feel like I can get most of my money back on it. So, even after having it for, I guess, about a year now, I guess. Stay tuned, and we'll see what we do. Oh, should have mentioned, from y'all that's been watching, y'all know my father's car was out here for a long time. I've been driving it. Well, it's sold. I put it online and it sold immediately. It's turned into a little nightmare. The guy that bought it was from Louisiana, and man, we've had trouble getting the title. I think we finally got everything fixed up now, so I think it's ready to roll. But it's definitely gone. Here's the crazy thing though. I did a video on it once before. When my dad passed, God, it's been 3 years ago. He passed away on 4/4. April the 4th. And then my mom died 2 years later on April the 4th. And guess what? When I sold the car, April the 4th. Now that's getting a little spooky there, guys. A little spooky. But anyhow, I just wanted to mention that. The Corvette. Let's see if this door is open. Little quick funny story about it. I've got the radio in. Today I'm just fixing the back of it. You can see it's sticking out a little bit far here. I just got to go there and adjust it. And that, I don't have the console bolted in right now. It's just kind of sitting in there. And, but the funny thing was, the other day I took it up to the post office. And when I did, I was dead empty. When I got to the post office, I realized, I didn't have my gas button because I didn't have this piece in here, and the gas button's under the lid of the console. So I limped the car home. Everything went fine. Once I got it home, today I had to go, and so I said, well, better stick that in there. So I had to plug it up just temporarily. That's why it's laying in the seat. Anyhow, there's gonna be a lot more on the Corvette. Hopefully a lot more on the Jeep, and then hopefully a sold on this old Goldwing. This is gonna be a good deal for somebody. This thing runs great. All right, guys, I'm gonna sign off here, and I'll get back with y'all and let you know what's going on. Talk to you guys later.
24 hours later.
All right, guys, it's another day, and we're gonna put a couple things on the Jeep. First thing we're going to do is replace this computer. I'd mentioned before that I was getting a new computer for here, and I got it in. The second thing is, this is the shifter boot cover. That's the computer, in case you're wondering. This fits down in here, and this is attached When I bought the Jeep, it was broken, and it finally gave way, so I had to use a rubber band to hold that up so it didn't get in the way of shifting. But let me find the tools and figure out what I got to use to put this computer in. I don't think there's much to it. Alright guys, first thing we had to do is unhook the negative on the battery. And then I took a number 12 metric wrench, and then it's going to be 8s to remove these 3 screws, or bolts I should say. I guess first I got to get this off. Let's see how these come off. Alright guys, just in case you were wondering, you got to pull back on this little tab. Pull back and then they just pull right out. Easy peasy. Let me remove these and I'll get right back to you. Alright guys, here's my new computer. And it came from, I don't know if that's a word or if that's ARES Technologies. So far it looks the same. I think everything's good. The one thing about this, when you go online, I'll even put their little sticker here. When you go online to order your computer, you have to put in your VIN code, and when you do, that supposedly sets the new computer to what it should be. I've heard of some people, not with this company in particular, but having problems and having to resend them back, so we'll see how this one works out. And this is a swap out, so they send you the label and everything, and you've got to send your old one back. So yeah, let me install this thing. Let's see if it works or not. Alright guys, and just like that, it is re-hooked up. From beginning to end, this takes less than 5 minutes. I mean, there's nothing to it. The hardest thing is walking in your shop and getting the tools. Guess I'm gonna go ahead and try to crank it, and let's see if it'll even crank. I hear if there's problems, it probably won't even start. So we'll find out. Let's see. Well, let's see if it'll crank. Battery was kind of low on this thing the other day, so well, appears to crank. As of right now, I don't see any codes, which is a good thing. Feels a lot more peppy. Alright, I think the computer was a success. But we'll know after I drive a little bit. I'm fixing right up to the nursery here. Plant nursery, by the way. I'm kind of old for the other kind of nursery. But we'll see if it does anything bad. Alright, I'll get back to you. Alright guys, the shifter boot is installed. Basically just snapped in. I think I got it in there good enough. I think it's a little bit loose. I may have to tuck it in better. We'll see if it comes loose tomorrow. But it's a pretty simple installation. We'll see what happens.